first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on second is Watson. And his throw is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On 3rd down, Miller. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Come back. 2 jet.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back 22.
From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Watson on 1st down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, the big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam. The ball in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarbrough. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
On first down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They run. This is Scarbrough. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That was 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Watson. He finds his target. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 49 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get the hell out of the way.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He almost had it. Big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
To throw is Watson. Fuller brings it in. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Come back.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Ooh.
Hit as he throws there incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Richmond.
To throw again, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
It looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. On second and 10, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now it's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarbrough. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pumps free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
On third down, Wilson. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They begin with a run by Miller. And mark him down way up close to the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jaron Reed forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Watson now to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll start off with a give to Scarbrough. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there. Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarbrough. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Steps away to his left. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Scarbrough. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he's going to throw deep right side, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Dumb man, boy.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Christian Covington in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Scarbrough. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Demaryius Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They get it to him running left. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll run for it with Bo Scarbrough. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Zach Cunningham able to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Black 99 Philly. Come back, come back.
Watson off play action. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
If you want to, I'm going to go to Atlanta, man. Fuck that shit. We got him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this place to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Ryan on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Who gets to him again? Alex Okafor. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10.
They looking at it like,
Easy.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Breeze to throw on second down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Breeze. He sets to fire deep. And this is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, 38 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. This is Freeman on first and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Third down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace
going out like that, man.
To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Well, he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 58 yards. The Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
He will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Pursuit, nigga, pursuit. Go get the nigga.
Got it.
Oh, we ain't worried about this thing.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete on the deep ball. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't make till completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
And this is where he is not me.
They do go for it. It's Breeze.
Sir.
Complete.
No,
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Yes, sir. One play.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They run Devontae Freeman. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Gets around him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you throw the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
36.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Breeze now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Easy.
They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
0-2, 0-2.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here now come the Falcons. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Man, no wrong, man. You got to hit the man like that.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Kill! 12.
Again, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure.
Do it.
When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to
You
get
can
takeaways.
do it.
You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He can run for it, and he will.
Oh, bitch.
He's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Oh, no.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
This year.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now Breeze. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Alex Anzalone in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Breeze now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught inside the 5. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On second down, Freeman. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's back to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2 points.
You knew you was coming down.
It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were in for an entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you
put that on your defense,
5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
7-7-7. Sell. You know what that means?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Learn these things, man, Dave. I see. See, I see things different. Something like that. I win. I swear, I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this eat it, now. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Feels like a ball with my feet up. Bye, bar. Boss in the cut now. Damn, I'm about to light myself on fire. Boss in the cut.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Saints today, man. Defense turned like Alabama. Don't get nothing. Not a touchdown. Not a win.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze.
Get that! Let's go. We playing like fucking Alabama. You hear what I say? You hear what I say? Don't give nothing.
At the 37-yard line.
Yeah, you might want to quit, my boy. You definitely better not say that. Grace your presence, my nigga. Don't say too much. I ain't gonna do you too wrong. Come right, my nigga.
Alright.
Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Georgia? We give the Alabama way whoop it though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Line of scrimmage,
I think we give you that Alabama old Southern whooping. Yeah, that way. I'm about to. I done went. You still standing there. Whole time on there. Ain't never won either. So you should know
after
what
the interception, here's Ryan.
I don't care about you.
And Jones has it over the middle.
I don't care about you.
Gets this one inside the 15.
Man, I don't give a fuck. A damn.
A very solid
We gonna see. I feel no city for you. You know what I say?
First chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
What you gonna do, brother? You gonna run by every place all that there? Don't go
First
on
carry
here.
for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defense will get
in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Say something. Let go. You heard what the fuck I said? What you said? Nothing, motherfucker. Nothing. I ain't said nothing. You said don't you? It was just thought. Forget my ball. 36. I want that big display.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Put that bitch in the air.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and they'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I'm what, dude, man? Put that bitch in there.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense where you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a ball in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Okay.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the hit turned loose. It's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The
Saints' decision to go back.
Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. So they lead the point, start that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and
don't try to deal like the Jones motherfuckers in last night.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Beat it. I dog him too.
On first down, Ryan. Throw right side.
Oh, hell no.
The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you got to look on your side.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be going down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Breeze now on first down. Forced out to his left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Nothing on that one. Will be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right.
Way to use your head, motherfucker.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Breeze now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Breeze hands to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. From the gun on third down, Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Easy.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. To throw, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Set. 14.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket, looking for the end zone. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll run here with Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Coming left, it's Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Spins away. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he comes back with one complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A gain of 32 that time. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
22!
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with officially a 103-yard return. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, easy.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Ready? Wait.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run.
So again, they're going to let it get over run there.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation. But this league, they're looking to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Kill.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Ingram going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is Freeman. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. On the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Buying time to his left. Left side completion of Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
It doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Breeze to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Why?
Now Breeze. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one
all you
down.
need
It's
in
one
life,
thing
my
Charles
nigga.
to drop
Oh,
the pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Yeah. I would. They had a pump fake on him. I'll fuck you up, man.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That ain't going to do it.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation,
we got no chance.
Defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Dancing to his left. That'll be complete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you play really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Now a desperation. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball?
Yeah, I ain't
instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Right. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A
10th carry here for Mark Ingram.
And
getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has a communication.
Mm-hmm.